hope you are all well and healthy and ready to learn the new things. So my name is Palak Patel. I am working in the Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center Navsari in Civil Engineering Department. I am going to teach you the subject is design of reinforced concrete structures. In this subject we are going to learn design of water tank. In previous lecture, we covered on the ground as well as underground water tank design. We completed both types of design in the previous lecture, and as well as we covered elevated water tank in rectangular water tank design. And right now we are going to learn circular water tank design. So elevated circular water tank, here is the example. We have to design top spherical dome, top ring beam and cylindrical wall. We have a capacity of tank M30 grade of concrete and Fe4155 grade of steel. Now we are going to design overhead circular tank. Here is example, but in this example you can see there is a 4 and 5 two more design, but we are going to learn only these three design, which is top spherical dome, top ring beam and cylindrical wall. So let's start with the design. First of all, we have to fix the dimension. We have to fix the dimension. How we fix the dimension? Fix the dimension by a capacity of tank. We have a capacity of tank is 4.5 lakh liter. So that means we have a volume which is covered by 450 meter cube. 450 meter cube. Now we have assumed the diameter of tank 12 meter. We assume it. We assume a diameter is 12 meter and volume we have a 450. So we can find the height. We can find the height by the solve the equation, which is 4 meter. Which is 4 meter. Now we have assumed the diameter of bottom ring beam. Bottom ring beam. Let's fix the dimension. Okay. So bottom ring beam dimension is 0.75 capital D. 0.75 capital D. Capital D means a diameter of water tank, which is we assume a 12 meter. Which we assume a 12 meter. So 0.75 into 12, that is 9 meter. 9 meter diameter of bottom ring beam. Bottom ring beam. I can show the figure of water tank here. So here is a circular water tank. In the circular water tank, you can see bottom portion is a flat. Circular water tank, we have a bottom portion is a flat. Now here is a dome here. Okay. Then here is a ring beam. Then here is a cylindrical wall. There is a cylindrical wall. So we are going to design all three components, means a dome, a top ring beam and cylindrical wall. And then after we have here is a slab, and then the last one is bottom ring beam. Here is a bottom ring beam. So we fix a dimension of bottom ring beam here, right? So final dimension, we have a diameter of tank 12 meter, height of tank is 4 meter, diameter of bottom ring beam 9 meter. And we assume a ring beam is supported on 6 equally spaced column. We assume ring beam is supported on 6 equally spaced columns, right? Now we are going to design a top dome. Design of top dome. So we are going to design a green part. Okay. Now first of all, we have calculate some diameter here, some dimension. For the dome we have a small h. Assume small h is 0.2 d. 0.2 means diameter is 12, so 2.4 meter. Height is 2.4. Which one? Here. Height is 2.4. This height is 2.4. 0.2 capital D. Now from the figure we can describe this equation twice r minus small h into d by 2 into d by 2, twice r minus small h into small h is equal to d by 2 into d by 2. These are the equation for the dome. In a structural analysis, you learn how to calculate this equation. So now this equation we put a value of h1 as well as h and diameter and diameter. So h1 value is 2.4, h1 value is 2.4, but the diameter value is 12. 12. So 12 by 2 is equal to 6. So I write it direct here is 6. Okay. So no confusion here. Now twice r minus height is 2.4 into 2.4 into 6 into 6. So r is equal to 8.7 meter. Capital R is equal to 8.7 meter. So r means 8.7 meter means we have a radius 8.7 meter from O. So this distance is 8.7 meter. 8.7 meter by the dome. So now we have to find out sine theta. We have to find a theta value here. So first sine theta is equal to 6 by 8.7. So theta is 43.6 degree and cos theta 0.724. Let's assume a thickness of dome is 100 mm. So right now we found a theta value here. Theta means angle. Which angle? Here. Angle in between a perpendicular line of total height as well as r. And this theta is required. Why? Because this theta is same as this theta, and this theta is represent this line, means a angle between the dome and here straight line. So this angle can be used for the calculate hoop tension. Okay, in the dome, first of all we assume there is no water pressure because water is filled up here, filled up only this position, this height, right? And this portion it will be no water pressure. At that time only hoop tensor will be generated, and this dome are used for the maintenance. Okay, this dome we have one opening which we use for the cleaning the water tank and any other purpose. So at that time we have to calculate a live load on this dome, and by this live load we have a hoop tension, and this hoop tension can be calculated by this theta. That's why we require a theta value. Now we assume thickness of dome is 100 mm. Thickness of dome means thickness of dome wall. Thickness of dome wall is 100 mm, and that's why we have a self weight 0.10 into 25. 25 is the density, so 2.5 kN per meter square. 2.5 kN per meter square. And then we have a live load. So we have a two loads here. First is the self weight of dome, and second is live load. And live load we assume 1.5. So total load is 4. Now we have a meridional force. So meridional force equation is T1 is equal to WR divided by 1 plus cos theta. WR divided by 1 plus cos theta. At that time W is equal to 4 into 8.7 divided by 1 plus cos 43.60. At that time T1 is 20.80 kilonewton per meter. 20.80 kilonewton per meter. These are the meridional force at where theta is 48.60. Now we have some compression for the M30 grade of concrete from the IS 3370 part 2 2019. At that table number 2 we have a sigma cc value compression for the M30 grade of concrete is 8 from table 2. I explain this all the details. I explain all the details in the previous lectures. Okay, you can go and learn these things. Okay. Now what happened? Here is a permissible stress is compression permissible stress is 8 and we found 20.80 kilonewton per meter. So I converted this in Newton per mm square. I convert this value in Newton per mm square, which is 0.02 Newton per mm square, which is less than 8 mm square. So thickness is 100 mm is safe. Thickness is 100 mm is safe for the meridional force. Now we can calculate the hoof force. We are going to calculate hoof force. Hoof force equation is T2 W into R cos theta 1 minus 1 cos theta minus 1 upon 1 plus cos theta. WR cos theta minus 1 upon 1 plus cos theta. That equation we can find all the values here, and T2 means hoop stress is 5. Hoop stress is 5. Now we can calculate hoop stresses here, which is 5 T2 divided by thickness into width, which we assume 1 meter width of dome. 1 meter width of dome. Here is the equation is like T2 divided by AG, area of gross, and this area of gross is called thickness into width. So width we assume 1 meter, so it's called 1000 is 1000, right? So by hoop stress we found 0.05, which is less than 8, so safe. So we can provide minimum reinforcement here. We can provide minimum reinforcement in the dome, right? If this condition is not satisfied, this condition will not satisfied at that time, we have to change a thickness. We have to go to increase a thickness of dome, right? If this condition is not satisfied, but that time this condition is satisfied right now, so we can provide minimum reinforcement 0.24%. That's why AST 0.24 divided by 100 into 1000 into 100, so 240 mm square. 240 mm square. So we provide 8 mm dia at 200 mm center to center in radial and circumferential direction. Right? So our top dome design completed. Now we are going to second design, which is called design of top ring beam. So top ring diameter is 12 mm. And meridional truss per meter length of the beam at base T1 is 20.80 kilonewton per meter. We calculated it. We'll calculate these things in the dome design. Okay. So meridional truss is a direct. Okay. It's a direct. But horizontal components of T1. Okay. Look at here. In this figure, you can see we calculate a meridional truss on some angle, right? This theta angle. But top ring in this position, so we have to calculate horizontal as well as vertical components for the design of top ring beam. So right now we are going to calculate horizontal components of T1. So T1 cos theta, T1 cos theta, here is a theta here, okay, not a T, here is a theta. T1 cos theta is 20.80 cos 43.60, cos 43.60. So horizontal components of T1 is 14.61 kilonewton per meter, 14.61 kilonewton per meter. Now we have a hoop tension in a ring beam, so which is equation W into D by 2. Simple equation, W into D by 2. So W means a horizontal components. We assume this as horizontal components is W, so D by 2. So we have hoop tension in a ring beam is 87.66 kilonewton, 87.66 kilonewton. So right now we have to provide steel for the hoop tension, and here is a steel required for the hoop tension is 87.66 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 130, which equation is here? You can see his equation is T divided by sigma ST. This is called hoop tension, and here is a sigma ST, which is 130 for M30 grade of concrete or Fe415 grade of steel. So we have 674.30 mm square is area of steel required. Now we are going to provide 6 numbers of bar at 12 mm diameter. So our design is completed, but partially design. What mean by partially? We have to design a steel in the beam, but where is a basic dimension? Where is the basic dimension of the beam? These things are missing. We required a depth as well as width. So here we are going to calculate a width and depth of the beam. So we assume is 250 mm is the width of beam. 250 mm is the width of beam. Now we are going to transform area of section. We have an equation. AT is equal to AG plus M minus 1 AST. AT is equal to AG plus M minus 1 AST. Now AG is equal to BD. Okay. Width is fixed. Depth we have to find out. M is 9.33. We know how to calculate. This is the constant equation. M is equal to, we have equation is, wait a second, here M is equal to 9.33. Okay, we discussed this equation in previous lectures. Okay, so we found M1. AST 678. AST is 678, right? So 250 into D into 5 6 47.74 is the equation for the AT is equal to AG plus M minus 1. We have to find out D, but one more missing value is here is AT, and AT is given from the IS 3370 part 2 2019 table number 1. Is that right? No, No. IS 3370 Part 2 2019 Table number 1 is given tensile stresses in concrete. Is given tensile stresses in the concrete. Now we have an equation is here. So we call this AT divided by AG plus M minus 1 into AST is equal to tensile stress Now we are going to how to find a tensile stress for this concrete. Let's check in the IS code. So here you can see IS 3370 part 2. IS 3370 part 2. So in this example we have a table number 1, permissible concrete stress in the calculated to relation of concrete. We have a concrete grade is M30, direct tension is 1.5. Tension due to bending we not have to calculate, we are going to calculate the direct tension which is 1.5, and this value we take it as a check. By solve this equation, we can find a diameter, a depth is 87.66 mm, which is minimum depth, but we provide a width is 250, so we provide a depth of beam is 300 mm. Now 300 mm we have to provide minimum shear reinforcement, so 8 mm dia at 2 leg vertical stirrups, 8 mm dia 2 leg vertical stirrups, we assume this dimension, okay, but we have to calculate a spacing. So spacing equation is IS 456 2000 page number 48, and that spacing we have SV 0.87 Fy ASV divided by 0.4 B. 0.87 we have, Fy is 415 grade of steel, ASV is you calculate twice into pi by 4 into 8 whole square. So at that time is 10.53.4 and width is 250, so we have a spacing 262.98 mm, 262.96 mm. But we have a spacing limit, we have two conditions here. First spacing limit is 0.7 into D and second is 300 mm. Smaller value in between these two, we provide 8 mm dia stirrups at 2 to 5 mm center to center, right? So here is a dome and top ring design is completed. Now we are going to design a tank wall. Water tank wall. So depth of water tank is 4 meter and diameter of tank is 12 meter. We have a basic dimension. Height is 4 meter and diameter of tank is 12 meter. Now maximum hook tension at the base of wall due to water pressure. Circular ring, so we have to calculate hook pressure, but here we have only hook pressure elevated gamma W into capital H into D by 2. In this example we resemble H as a constant, so 60 into H, so we can find a hook tension on contents of H. So we found AST here, T by 130, so T is a 60 into H, so value is here you can see AST is 461.54 into capital H, 461.54 into capital H. Now we are going to provide a horizontal reinforcement in a wall. So we have to provide horizontal reinforcement in a different height. Okay, so first we make this table, so whichever depth of top, area required, area of each face, and reinforcement provided on each face. So at a time we have a height 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter, 4 meter. Okay, so AST equation is 461.54 into capital H. So we have to just put the value for H here. So 1 into 464.54. Okay, 2 into 461.54, 3 into 461.54, 4 into 461.54. Right, now we have area of each face, means 461.54 divided by 2. Okay, 461.54 divided by 2, at a time we have a value is 230. 923 divided by 2, 1384 divided by 2, 1846 divided by 2. Area of each face. Now by this area of each face we provide a reinforcement which is 8 mm dia at 210 mm center to center, 10 mm dia at 170 mm center to center, 10 mm dia at 110 mm center to center, and 12 mm dia is 120 mm center to center. And this height from the top to bottom, means 0 to 1 is 8 mm dia at 210, 1 to 2 is 10 mm dia 170, 2 to 3 meter 10 mm dia at 110 mm, and 3 to 4 meter 12 mm dia at 120 mm center to center. Now our design is completed for the horizontal reinforcement. But we have to decide the dimension. Same equation we use here, right? Here is AG is 1000 into T, because we assume width is 1 meter. We assume width is 1 meter. M is 9.33. AST is twice into 942, because this value is each face, so multiply by 2, right? And we have a tensile stress is 1.5. Tensile stress is 1.5 from the IS 3370 part 2 2009 table number 1. So by this equation we found a thickness is 200 mm thick wall at a base and reduce it 150 mm at top. We provide 200 mm thick wall at a base and it reduced at 150 mm at top. And we provide average thickness is 175 mm. So we can provide vertical reinforcement here. Okay, we are going to design a vertical reinforcement. So what we happen for the vertical reinforcement, we assume bottom h by 3 height of the wall is designed as a cantilever. H by 3 height of the wall is designed as a cantilever from the bottom. So capital H value is 1.33 meter. So we have to design this 1.33 meter as a cantilever action. So cantilever moment M is equal to gamma W capital H into small h square divided by 6. Gamma W is 10, height is 4, small h, and divide by 6. So now we have a moment is 1184 kilonewton into meter. Okay, here is a moment, and then here is some design constant sigma CBC, sigma ST, M, then after K, J, right? So K is equal to M sigma CBC divided by M sigma CBC plus sigma ST, and J is equal to 1 minus K by 3. So by this equation we found a design constant. Then after we have AST, which equation is m divided by sigma st j into d. M divided by sigma st j into d. Now put all the values in this equation and we found AST is 846.24 mm square. So minimum reinforcement required in the vertical direction is 420 mm square. So we provide 10 mm dia at 150 mm center to center in a vertical direction up to 1.3 meter height on the inner face, and curtail alternate bars are 1.3 meter height. On outer face provide 10 mm dia at 300 mm center to center in a vertical direction. So our design is completed. Circular water tank design is completed. So here is a practice question. First of all, we have to fix the dimension of circular overhead water tank contained with a flat bottom. And we have a capacity is 5 lakh. We have a capacity is 5 lakh liters. Now we are going to design and detail top spherical dome, top ring beam and cylindrical wall of the container, and use M25 grade of concrete and Fe415 grade of steel. Now remember one thing, when we design a water tank, we must be use M25 of concrete or more. We cannot use a less than M25 grade of concrete for the design of water tank or construction. Okay. So our design is completed. Our circular water tank design. And there is only three components we design: dome, top ring beam, and cylindrical wall. But actually, we have so many components for the design of cylindrical wall. Let's check these designs. Not a design, components. Detail about components. Okay, so here is some components here of the circular water tank. First is a top spherical dome, top ring beam, cylindrical beam, base slab, bottom ring beam, staging column and foundation. But we learn only the design of top spherical dome, top ring beam and cylindrical beam, because only these three components are asked in exam. So I am only teaching you exam point of view. But for the learning, we will cover these all components in extra video. Okay. But for the exam point of view, you have only focus on all these three components only. Right? Top spherical dome, top ring beam and cylindrical beam. Not a cylindrical beam, cylindrical wall. Right. Here is a practice question. So a circular water tank design is completed. Next lecture we will discuss design intense water tank. Last design of water tank. Approximately we design more than 10 type of water tank in this only one module. And most important thing, they will ask only these three type of design in exam, and the others like this underground, on the ground. This water tank just for the learning purpose. If you want to neglect it, you can neglect it, but design are the same. Okay, on the ground, underground and elevator water tank design are the same. But if you want to learn this, you can watch my videos, previous video, and you can learn